We gonna pull up with them. How about with them choppers?
This one is for goal.
What the fuck? I got something that'll put you out your miseries. 223, 223s, AR-15, carbon 9s, they all on me. They with me. You get married, it ain't shit to put a pussy nigga on the shirt.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He threw the interception last drive, and yeah, that's an issue, but if you think back to last week, it's an even bigger issue. He threw 4 picks in that game a week ago. So now he's got to try to fix things, and this drive starts out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Again, that's Watkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the Rams sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. This is 2nd and 8. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Damian Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned
the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 4. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They run for it with Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a
the Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
To throw now on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in.
Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here. 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and long. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football. Make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No a second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 82 yards right. Now for the NFL leader coming into this ball. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On the give, this is Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's Harris. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And now it looks like they're going to be in. Hurry up. They'll run again with Harris. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They run with Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. This is Harris. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first. Downs, really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And now they're in the hurry up. 2nd and 6. left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Harris. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run with Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll start the drive with Harris. 165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. A give to Harris. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And that is incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 24-23, 54 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for... Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll come up now on second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Packers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.